the summer, focus switches to the FIFA Club World Cup as 32 clubs from around the globe compete for arguably the most competitive competition around the planet. In each one of these videos, we'll preview one club from around the globe. Who is it? Well, today we're going to preview Pachuca. That's right, folks, back once again with another preview. Today, we're taking a look at one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer spectacular. It is, of course, FIFA's Club World Cup, and we'll get to that in a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup, World Football, and, of course, Blackburn Bloody Rovers. We've got it all here under one rooski. In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer's football spectacular. We'll showcase you that in just a second. What I want to say is a big shout-out to the members. You know who you are. And a big shout-out to the Patreons. You know who you are. But anyway, sit tight. Hold on, and let's get into it. Take a look then, shall we, at Pachuca. That's right, coming at you out of Mexico. That's right, of course, representing the CONCACAF. They've qualified as winners of the 2024 CONCACAF Champions Cup. That's right. And they secured their spot on the 1st of June 2024. Not even a year. That's right. They've been at this tournament a couple of times in the past, or the equivalent of it is 5 times in the past. The previous 4, 2007, 2008, 2010, and 2017. But what about this roster from the Mexican outfit? Well, it does include these goalkeepers, all of Mexican descent there: Carlos Moreno, Jose Ogulio, and Carlos Rodas. Into the defensive ranks, got likes of Brian Gonzalez, Andres Micola out of Ecuador, Eduardo Bauman out of Brazil, a couple of Argentinians as well to compete for starting positions. Into midfield, the likes of Usman Idrissi out of Morocco. They've also got some midfielders from Mexico themselves, Elias Montiel, Emilio Rodriguez, but Santiago Homachenko from Uruguay is a key figure in their midfield ranks. And up top, the likes of Salomon Rondon, of course, veteran, of course, out of Venezuela, and John Kennedy to compete alongside Elian Hernandez as well. But the star man has been Umasa Idrissi with a 7.28 average rating according to SofaScore, with Solomon Rondon alongside him with 7.25. Elias Montiel is in the bronze medal spot in my eyes, of course. What about an average starting 11 then for Pachuca? Well, it looks like this. Moreno between the sticks, the 27-year-old goalkeeper from Mexico. Then he's got a back four of Eduardo Bauman, Alonso Chavez, Brian Gonzalez, and Jorge Balanga. Into the defensive midfield slots, we've got Pedraza and Montiel. And Montiel, just a 19-year-old youngster. And up top, we're in the forward ranks there. We've got Juan Signilia, also a youngster at just 18 years of age. Umasa Idrissi, we talked about him already, stand out so far. John Kennedy supporting Salomon Rondon up top. They got an average age of 25 in this starting 11, with an average valuation per player around about 470,000, but total valuation of 33 million euros, of course. Now, what's their success rate? Well, not that great, but still got some heavy numbers, specifically in the CONCACAF Champions Cup section. They've won it 4 times in the past. They've also been the CONCACAF Champions League winners twice, most recently back in 2016 and 17 season. But they're coming into this under the stewardship of Guillermo Almande, who is a Uruguayan. He's 55 years of age, got a 1.65 points per match ratio coming into this. And again, we already talked about him, the star man, born out of Dutchlands there, is Umasa Idrissi. He's just 29 years of age. He's a winger, inverted winger, we say, coming out the left-hand side with the right foot. 7.5 million euros, of course, coming at you out of Morocco. These are the numbers then. The squad valuation in total is around about 52.25 million euros, with the average player 1.94. The average age of the squad is 25.6. They've got 5 national team players, 7 youth national team players, and 8 foreigners on the books. What about, though, their resume coming into this then? They'll be taking on Pachuca. Pachuca will be taking on RB Salzburg opening day, June 18th. Got a good chance in that game, I feel. But then they take on Spanish heavyweights Real Madrid. That's right, June 22nd. Now, of course, as of right now, of course, it does appear that Carlo Ancelotti will be making way as Real Madrid coach into the new 25-26 season. So, don't know who's going to be at the helm. It may be announced after recording this one, so I don't know who's going to be in charge. Maybe Xabi Alonso, maybe Jurgen Klopp. Who knows? There's some big names banded about, but anyway, good chance for them to shine. But Pachuca could take advantage of this in unsettling period in this group, as Group H. And then they'll wrap it up against Al Hilal out of Saudi Arabia in what is a difficult Group H, but a doable Group H. This is what they've been wearing this season, 2024-25 season. There's pretty dabby looking kit, the home, the away, and the third kit. We do have a kit ranking video on here, and I'll let you know my opinions about those kits when we do that. And of course, this is the odds now, shall we, for Pachuca, and their chances of getting out of the groups are 10-3, according to the bookies there. The odds to win the whole thing is 150-1. But where do I think Pachuca will rank in this top tournament? Will they get out of the groups? Unfortunately, I don't think so. When you look at Real Madrid, they should be the favourites. Don't get me wrong, I think Pachuca can compete for that second spot. And if they get a good win against Al Hilal, maybe, then who knows if they can get into that top two. But that's my take on Pachuca. Let me know down below your thoughts and opinions about their chances in this year's tournament. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, will this club go the distance and lift the trophy at the end of the campaign? Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like, guys. This will be your non-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup. We're going to have previews, we're going to have predictions, we're going to have, of course, watch-alongs as well. It's going to be non-stop here over the summer. So make sure you do me a honor, smash the like and smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.